Hi, it's Jez here for Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back, and just welcome if you're new. So I'm going to do what Roxy's weekly challenge. By the time this goes out, she'll have published another one, but that's just the way things go. No, I'm just trying. I had it here 2 seconds ago. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to show you how this sort of goes. So imagine this is a page in a journal. This is a window envelope. Flip, and it kind of flips out there. I didn't put any pockets or anything on it. It's just decorated. I did have an idea that I could have something under there that would look pretty, and then on the other side I've reinforced this so that it could be a little pocket there. And let's just get a quick tag, and it could be a little tuck there. I just thought it was good. So yeah, I thought I'm going to do it again. Now this one's quite stiff because what I did was I made a little template for the envelope and then just cut a whole sheet front and back of book page, glued that down first, and then did some collaging. And it's got like extra layers, so it's quite thick. So I thought I don't want it that thick, so I'm just going to collage, which is what Roxy did, straight onto the envelope. So I've got different bits of envelopes. They've got different size windows. So what we do is we cut it down. So we want to cut the sides off. So I'm just going to smidge off there, smidge off the bottom, and off this side. So they separate. Use that for someone else. I'll show you what I did with that. So I'm going to have to cut it down because that's far longer than my page, and I cut this one down to about 8 inches, so it's like almost the full page height. I want this one to be a little bit shorter, so I think I might go underneath where the branding is for my overpriced utility bills. I want to put it up again, but that's another story and another phone call that I have to make and fight with them. So that's what we've got, our little flip. Probably go that way up, which is what I did before, like that. Oh, thought I'd thrown all them away. So we've got to do our little flippity flip. So this side's longer, so we'll do it this side. So I'm just going to fold that in so that I know where it's going to be. So that's the flip on the opposite side, which cool. So that's what we're going to do. So then it's just a matter of collaging on this. I've got loads of scraps together to do this. Pull them in. So when I did this one, I used some scraps, and they were from, I print my digitals on 120 GSM, and I actually thought that was quite thick. If you put it on both sides, then it makes it quite thick. So I was going through my drawer, excuse me for sneezing, going through my drawer and finding paper that isn't so thick, and using them. That's quite thick. That's not very thick. It's very pink though. Bit of book page. So that was the envelope I was going to do it with. I knew I'd got one prepared. Oh dear. So move them back out the way. That's nice thin paper. They're all pretty much the same. Got a bit of vellum there. That might be interesting. Got some offcuts. That's really thick. That's like cardstock. And I don't want them to be too little because then you end up, it just takes forever. So, oh, nice map page, some music. This is really thick, my ledger paper, so I won't use that. Oh yeah, I've got some tobacco paper. I like that. Oh, and that's what I did. This was a Roxy challenge from earlier, and that's what I did with the back of the envelope that was left over. That's some franking paper I made ages ago. Oh yeah, those are some interesting bits. There. Like that. I've got some little bits in those packaging, and then I've got some misprints and other things that might look nice. So these are all being printed on ordinary copier paper, so they're all right. I'm actually now thinking that's probably enough, Jez. She says putting more on. Oh, nice tickets. So these are full sheets of stuff, masterboards that I made that are on copier paper. So I'll pull them in if I need. But yeah, I've got lots now. Lots and lots. So that's grand. So we want to get things ready. I might sort of change up the colour. I do like doing something a little bit different. So let's square these up. So I'm just going to be ripping and sticking. I'm going to get rid of that hole. I'm just going to go down there. I was telling some people at the last weekend I went on a craft retreat, and I was saying how I just love the sort of no rules. I call it rip and stick, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. Just ripping things off and sticking them down. So I might put that there. Just put that there. I'm gonna ink just on this edge here because that'll be harder to ink afterwards. And I did find when I did my let's have something to glue on, my old Stampin' Up catalogue. Let's have a clean page, Jess. I did find that when I did the template, I did have to go around the whole edge of the window because it was it wasn't neat enough. So that was a whole faff. So I did it as a time-saving exercise, and it actually wasn't much quicker. It wasn't quicker at all, in fact. I don't think. I haven't done it this way. So I'm just going to go around the edges with Collard, having used glue stick and everything else. So we are. So I've got mixtures of digitals from projects, or that I think this was one that I bought like early days. I think it's Artimaze. I think there. That'll do nicely. I'll just fold it around there. So just give it a good pressing down, and then that glue stick will stick really well. Yeah, like that, sort of up the edge, not quite there. Put a bit more, that'll work. So there we go. So let's have another piece going up there. What about some music paper? Bit of that going up there. Yep. So we'll just tear it off. We can cut it down. So tear that off. So, who's got snow? We had a little smattering of snow the other day, and then this morning we woke up with really thick flakes. Sun's out now, so I was going to go for a walk and went, oh, looks awful out there and it's really cold. Don't really want to go out. And now the sun's shining, I'm thinking, oh, maybe. So I might go when this is done. So there we go. Well, I put that darker edge near the edge there. Oh, that's not quite butted. It's probably because it wasn't cut quite straight. So that's in there. Oh, that overlapping a little bit. That'd be lovely. We'll do that. Yes, I'm doing this on Friday I think it's the 10th. I'm going to cut that off, not do that. Friday the 10th. And so it's Friday. So yeah, there'll be a new one out, won't there? So I'll put that over there. Like that. This is a bit of a document digital. So put that one on. Right. Need to straighten that up a bit. I don't like it, Jess. Don't like it. No, you've tried to straighten that up and you've just made it worse. Put that down there. And then there's a tiny bit off the edge, Jez. Actually, don't like that. That's going to be more difficult to sort out. So what about putting it down there? Yeah, we'll put it down there. Got a little bit there then to do. But that's okay. So I printed this double-sided so it looked like a proper document. But then I think it was a misprint. I think the back didn't match up with the sides. It's on much thinner paper, so perfect for my collaging. And then this will be ready. I've got another journal to make. I've made the cover, so did something different. I'm not sure if the video's out yet, but I made the cover. I'm going to go up a little bit before I made the actual. I'm going to fold that round because quite interesting it going around the sides. Yeah, so it's nice to have things ready made in your stash, I think. There we go. Now I think Rachel does this. She doesn't really think very much about it, so she can get it done really, really quickly. And I'm gonna glue the paper there, and I'm always a bit slower. I mean, I'm not thinking about what's going down. I'm looking at that coloured bit there, and I'm thinking I might put some map page on there. So this was that paper from corrugated cardboard that I stamped all over and used. So it's ended up in my scrap box, and that's a bit perfect, I think. Just a little bit perfect. Now I think I might roll that around there. Like that. I'm gonna cut the strip off the bottom first though. Get my long scissors. And there. Now I've got another little bit of scrap there. So glue this bit down. So that's getting the other side decorated as well. Oh, what have I done? Proper smushed that. Right. We don't want you anymore. So I had a big day out yesterday. That's a big day out. I went into town. It's hardly a big day out, is it? But don't go into town very often. Got some really nice purchases. Going on holiday next week. And I'll probably be on holiday when you see this. I don't know. Not sure. I'm sort of filming loads of things so that I've got videos up when I'm away. Let's get rid of that now. Yeah, so I don't know when some of these things are gonna come out. There's the map page there, like that. Yeah, put that there. Yeah, like that. And I quite like putting the glue on this. Now, you can speed up videos. Don't know if I'm teaching my granny to suck eggs, but you can speed them up to twice as fast. So if this is too long, you can always do that. So if you're on, depends what you're on, it'll either be 3 dots up in the corner, or you might have, oh, I want to just ink that a bit, or you might have a cog, and you go on that, and it comes up with the speed, and you've got normal. You can slow it down as well. It's got normal, I think 1.25, 1.5, 1.75 and 2. 1.5 speed. People sound pretty normal still on that. You do go into pink and perky mode if you go up to double speed. But that is one way if you're finding videos are a bit long and you haven't got time to, oh, I could fold that down. Oh, cooking on gas. Yes. So I'm going to come along here. Take that off. That's a nice strip. I like it. And then we can fold that over the top. And that gets that side done. Yeah, so I'm aware some of my videos are quite long. But when you're doing something like this, it does sometimes take a long time. So I know when I watched, I think Rachel did quite a few, but not that quick. Not that quick. So there we go. Yes, I bought my sunblock yesterday for my holiday. Ocean friendly. So it doesn't harm any of the sea life, because we will be swimming in the sea. I honestly cannot remember the last time I swimmed in the sea. Swam. In 2020, just before the world shut down, I went to Fuerteventura, and we arrived, and 24 hours later we went into lockdown. actually whilst we were on holiday. And is that side you're doing, Jess? And so is that, oh no, not quite. Yeah, so that was oh, I'm going to save that for something else. I quite like that. Yeah, so that was well planned, not what we were expecting. And so we weren't allowed to leave the complex, so we never got to the sea. And we were planning a beach day. We'd actually taken a walk down the town and walked round the you know, we'd seen the sea and we'd thought, yeah, that'll be nice. We'll come down here the next day and have a beach day. We went to a couple of shops, and then we went into an Irish bar, and it was going to be St. Patrick's Day, and a couple of days later. So literally, yeah, we flew on the 13th of March, and so it's like almost exactly 3 years ago. And we were planning on going to the bar for St. Patrick's Day. We thought you're bound to have something on. So we were asking him, as he was taking our order for our holiday cocktails, we were asking about what he was doing for St. Patrick's Day. And he says, well, waiting for an announcement, I'll tell you in a minute. And we went, why? What announcement? And he kind of looked at us and he went, have you been living under a rock, girls? And with that, all our phones started pinging. And they had like Sky News on, or the BBC News, I can't remember. It would have been BBC News, wouldn't it? On with just like the subtitles going across. And it came up that one of the airlines had stopped flying out of the UK. And we were all getting ping, ping, ping on our phones. And it was all our mates going, what airline are you flying with? What airline are you flying with? And of course, the one that had just been grounded was our airline. We were like, okay, that'll be 2 cocktails, please. And yeah, so that was sort of fun and games. And I think this was the Saturday, and they said they'd go into lockdown on the Monday. So we thought, all right, well, we'll come down and celebrate the next night, do St. Patrick's Day early. He was gutted because he had bands booked, he had loads of beer in, and so we said, oh, we'll come down, we'll help make a dent in it, it's the least we can do. And so we got up the next morning, we went to breakfast. We was all inclusive, went to breakfast, we put our swimsuits on and everything. We'd got bags with us to head down to the beach, and we met a few people, and they went, where are you going, girls? We went, oh, going down to the beach. They went, you can't, it's all locked down. They went, they locked down at midnight last night. And we went, they said they weren't doing it till Monday. And they went, well, they did it last night. And so that was us in lockdown. We weren't allowed to leave the complex. I think that's a bit, yeah. And so that was us. We were stuck in quite a nice complex. We weren't allowed to leave it. And then the next day we decided, oh, we'll have a pool day. And then they closed the pool. And then eventually they shut the bar. They still served drinks, but you weren't allowed to sit at the bar anymore. And we had to take them all back to our room. And yeah, great holiday. I mean, we made the best of it. I've never played so much Uno in all my life. And back then, we all thought it was a little bit of fuss and nonsense. They had us queuing up 2 meters apart to go into the supermarket, because we did head straight to the supermarket and stocked up on essentials for lockdown, i.e. alcohol and snacks. And we were given gloves as we went in. We had to wear masks. I mean, my sister's husband, who works in health and safety, had given us some masks to go out with. He went, it might not be a bad idea. So we had these fun dabby dozy masks. And, oh, I like the look of that. And we were, we were only allowed so many in at a time as well. We were all like, but everybody here, we've all been on the same plane. So if anybody had it, we'd all have it. And cases were really low. There wasn't a case on the island either. So that kind of made us think, oh, if there isn't any on the island, why are we shutting down? So yeah, it was all, we did all think, what a load of fuss and nonsense. But of course it wasn't a load of fuss and nonsense. And it became life for a very long time. So yeah. So I never got in the sea. So that was the point of that little story and rambling, was I never got in the sea. And so it was before 2020. In 2019, we went on another big American adventure. Not that this is an American adventure I'm going on, but I am flying to America and then I'm flying out. But again, we didn't go in the sea then either, even though it was boiling hot. But it was like, we were like city in. We did New York, Philadelphia, Washington DC, and then we went to upstate New York. My nephew was getting married near Rochester, and we visited Niagara Falls. But we did go to one of the lakes when we were in Rochester. I can't remember which one. And they had like blue-green algae infestation. So we weren't allowed in the water because I was all set to have a paddle. But we couldn't. So that was that. So I reckon the last time I swam in the sea would have been when we went to Turkey. I think that was 2018 that we went to Turkey. And yeah, I was in the sea most days then. That would have been my last time. So yeah, looking forward to it. We can walk to the sea from where we're staying. So we're staying with family. Her sister lives in Turks and Caicos. That's where we're going with her husband. And yeah, so they'll be teaching, the teachers out there. So we'll be getting up, going for a swim in the sea, coming back, exploring a bit of the island whilst they're at work, and then they'll be showing us around when they're not working, which will be grand. We've got things booked, as I'm very much looking forward to. I've got my little traveller's notebook ready that I made, and I could just stick that on there. Then that covers that bit, doesn't it? I know it covers most of that up. Yeah, it covers most of that up. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to put it there, put something else there, I think. Yeah, so it's quite plain though, isn't it? Yeah, so we are really, really looking forward to our trip. And I'm probably going to take some of this collage fodder with me to do some sticking and ripping and sticking on the plane on our flight out. because I can't imagine I would just be able to sit there. We were discussing at the weekend about it, because couple of my friends had flown from Scotland down to the event, and they were like hand luggage only, so it was like, what's in your craft kit that you're able to bring, and they were able to bring little bottles of glue like this, so that's a bonus. And they were saying, yeah, glue stick will be fine. Surely glue stick will be fine. You can take a lipstick, so you can take a glue stick. So I'm planning on that. So I thought I could do mass mate. I could mass make a load of masterboards ready then to make tags and journaling cards for my traveller's notebook, although I think there's probably some in there. It's a long time since I looked at it. It was kind of a project I did in January, so yeah. Right, oh, I know what I wanted to do, and I haven't done it. Oh, I'll do it now. So I can stick that down there. So we've got this interesting thing going on there. Yeah, do that. Cut that off there. Yeah, I like the look of that. So, gonna pack this weekend. So we're lucky because they live there. I don't have to overpack because they can chuck things in the washing machine. So that'll be good. So it's really warming up over there. 30 odd degrees, a bit too hot for me, but I'm sure swimming in the sea, a few cold beers, a bit of rum punch, we'll be all right. There. Let's add in an area of interest there. Some of these I'll just pull off. Lost my nails. Been to the specialist, having tests done. Just got called this morning for bloods to be done on Monday. And then some rather hideous investigations are going to happen. Not just assuming it's anemia. Thanks for that, Doc. It's nice that you're being thorough, but I could do without it, really. Just give me iron tablets. Didn't want iron tablets. Iron tablets or an infusion. I'm sure that's all I need. Don't go looking for stuff that probably isn't there. So I bought myself some false nails. I'm going to stick them on for the holiday, because I ain't got time to go and get acrylics put, so I'm just having some of them done. They say they last 7 days, so I'll have a few spare nails. I'll take with me and some glue. Any of them ping off, I can redo. There we go. Right, so what's going down there? What's going down there? Jess, Dana? Don't know, but that's not quite wide enough. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of that. Take that off there. Oh no. Got a white bit on there. So what you got there? Yeah, you will, but then you're going around there. So should I just put it there? Yeah, so we'll take a bit more off. Jezebel, we'll take a little bit more off. Right, let's take that off because that's not straight. Oh, it's near perfect. Yeah, do. So I think Roxy made a few of these in her sort of hour or so that she did it for. I'm only going to get one done. There we go. It's just a bit of collage and chat, really, isn't it? Collage and chat. Hope you like the chat. I know some people don't. They're like, just make something. Don't want to hear your life story, which is fair enough. Mute it and watch it at double speed. I won't be offended. Right, I might put a little ticket in there. Where's my little tickets? Ah, it's not big enough. Got another ticket. What about that one? Stick that one across. Right. Like that. Go from there up to there. Yeah, that'll do. Right, should I do it upside down? I don't think it is upside. I don't know which way up it's gonna be. So get this done, and then I'll probably be in time to watch this week's Roxy challenge and see what she brings us. So that's that. That's both sides covered. Nice. Both sides covered. Let's get rid of some of these scrappy dappy doos so we can see what we got. So I've got that. Need a bit of trimming. Right there. So that's where I had previously bent it. So let's bend it again. Now, I probably didn't need to do it that side, but it's okay. Now I want to come in with my blending brush to get those edges all inked. On both sides. There we go. I'm going to ink all the way around the edge because that's what I like, and I'm liking that I've added. It's not just neutral. I've got different colours going on, which is not something I often do. Now I think Rachel's intention was that this was going to get stuck down to a page and then it become a flip, and I've done it so it hooks around a page, and this is like a little tuck spot. So there we go. So where's my little folded page? Well, that's that one. Had a little folded page, Jez, didn't you? Can't see it, can you, Jez? Nah, I can't. I really can't. Oh well. Can't see a page. Got one of these. So that could be on your page. It flips out. Could add a pocket if you wanted to. It's quite cool. And then on the back side, you've got there a little top pocket. So it's a little bit smaller than this one, and I think it's a little less stiff, although it might stiffen up a bit when it dries. But yeah, and you could add other things to decorate if you wanted to. Got a little bit of vellum there. That could add a little bit of interest on that pocket. No, I don't think I'm gonna. So that's that. I think I will maybe decorate it a little tad with maybe some die cuts, maybe some unfinished ephemera, some clusters. How about that? Let's have a look, see what we've got in our clusters, because I've done a little bit there, had a little bit of Tracy Fox stuff. I liked him. Of course, sneezing again. So let me have a look, because I can see I'm less than 45 minutes, so I can maybe do something here. So I've got some butterflies. Yeah. Ooh. They're cute, quite like the green and the green. So stick them on. That's fairly cute. Yeah. I'm feeling that if I'm going to put that there, which I quite like, it needs more botanical. Than people. Got sort of blue going on there. That green goes with that one. That's a possibility. and then we flip over here. And that could be a little tuck. I could just trim it down slightly so it fitted in there as a little tuck. Covers up all that. But I'm quite liking that. That is appealing to me. Yeah, might do that. So let's just trim it down a tad. That's so not straight. How can you use a trimmer, a guillotine, and not do it straight, Jez? Skills. That's what it is. It's skills. Yeah, down the 3 sides, little tuck. 2 sides even. Can chuck you now in unfinished ephemera. Stick that up there, quite like that. I think that works. And then I could find something long and thin to go in that little tuck spot that I've just created, maybe. That's going to fold up there, so I might push that over a bit. I don't mind seeing that wing a bit. I might take it off. Let's nippity dippy that off, and then we can see what we've got on this side. Just go up a tad. Yeah. So he's fitted up there. Yep, that's cool. Have I got something that can go in there? Let's have a little look-see. In my little boxy. Something long and thin. Would prefer it with a butterfly, actually, Jez. But, you know, on the right lines. See a little bit of it on that side, so I want it a little bit thinner than that. Not sure if I've ever made one thinner than that, to be fair. I have got some tiny tags from a while ago. Oh, that's sticking there. Oh, so that's 2 inches wide as well, which we've all established that that's probably not what I want. Oh, so it'd be like watching paint dry. Find something or stop is my advice. Stop. So I'll find something later. I'll leave that one there for now. There's something that's going to get tucked in. And then on this side, what was it I'm going to do? I was going to put that there. And that up there. And that's overlapping there. Oh, it's not a good colour on the other side. Nah, that can't overlap. So why don't we put it there on the map and have that over there. Then I feel there's something that really needs to go on there. Because it looks bare. I could stamp something, actually. No. No, 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 no. What have I got? What have I got? I've got that. I've got these that are unfinished. Have that there. What could I put on there that I might have in here already done? Let's have a look in my, oops, daisy, in here. Oh, I've got smaller ones, Jez, smaller ones. Don't panic. Yes. That one, or that one. That one, or that one. Go on that one. Just a little cement up there. I'll do. And stick that on there. Stick that on there with something, please. Oh, I've got some empty labels. Right, that's what we're doing. So I just need ink around this little bit. Oh, a bit ripped the end of the wing off. I only meant to eat the little, rip off the little bit. But hey ho, it's all right. Right, glue, glue, glue. Right, so we're going to glue this on. This is my piano roll embellishments that I just stamped on and cut out. So I've got loads in my little. Yep. So yeah, I find these quite relaxing and fun to make. Collaging and then decorating. And then I say I could have left it plain with no decoration, and then you can add your decoration to match whatever themed project you're doing. It's nice having a few clusters there on hand to stick in where they're needed. So that's that. Clear a space so you can see that's my little flippy with a tuck. Add a tag like so, like that, and then that's the other one I did off camera, slightly different size. So yeah, I will link down below to Roxy if you haven't seen Roxy do hers, and you can see how much quicker she is than me. And I shall be back again very soon with another project for you. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe.